Good morning, folks. Time right now is 3:40, and we're gonna read another 10 pages. It's now we've gotten into the explaining the exercises. I'm gonna pick out the ones I like to do, and they're mostly gonna be dumbbell exercises. We're gonna take our pre-workout at about 5:30. If I don't fall asleep, well, if I fall asleep, the alarm will go off anyway. But we're here at dumbbell press. Gotta do incline dumb. It's a lot of presses for chest. But anyway, I slept pretty good. I fell asleep a little early, so maybe my body needed that rest. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead, read these pages, and I'll get back to you when it's time to get up for the walk. You can see that. Time right now, it's 5:15. We're going to take our lipo 6. I don't know why I keep saying lipo rush. Lipo rush is something completely different. It's a powder. Almost 24 down. And I like lipo rush, by the way. I don't know why I say it like that. It's not bad. It's just that lipo rush will break you fast. Anyway, so time is 5:15. We're gonna wait until about 5:45. Then we're gonna go out for our morning walk. But I did get 10 pages of the book read. Pretty much it's just the exercises, and it's giving you tips on the exercises. Like, don't lean forward too much. Don't hunch your back. Don't let your back or your head come off the bench during some exercises, like I am one to do. When you're new to everything, you have to be explained. It has to be explained to you how to do things. Especially if you've been doing it wrong for years. You probably got a few injuries because you probably just watched Pumping Iron or some other, documentary, or you see it on YouTube these days. So you don't really know the best way of doing it, or you listen, or not listen. You follow the blind, and the blind leads the blind in the gym. But oh well. I feel pretty good. One of these days when I run out of pills, I'm not going to buy anymore. And what I'll probably do is I'll wait until whenever I'm back in the gym to take something. I'll probably switch my time up by that point. Why do I look so much bigger when I'm up here, but when I do my stuff down there, I look small? Body dysmorphia, folks. So yesterday I was talking about Gymshark 66 a little bit. It's pretty much 66 days, change your life, or not really change your life, but 66 days makes new habits. So, and it wants you to pick 3 that you would like to make a daily habit. So I go for my morning walks already, so I can't really pick that. It is said you should not want to weight train or resistance train more than 3 days a week, because your muscles do need time to repair themselves if you're going that hard. So I wouldn't want to do that every day for 66 days. I already meditate in the morning. As a matter of fact, I do the it's at the Calm, not Calm app. I forget what app it is. But already do an app in the morning where I listen to like morning meditation, so I don't need to do that one. But you know what? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. We'll figure out what they're going to be. You know, sitting here watching Sam Sulik. I'm about to click him off real quick and put on some shea butter because that's one of my favorite people, and I kind of miss her just a little bit. If I can actually find her in my, there she is. I don't know what it is with watching stuff on Amazon, but so there is a video she has. It's called Shea Butter Controls My Life for 24 Hours. I have thought about letting her control my life for 24 hours. But boy, am I scared. No, go check out Shea Butter. She's really cool. You know, I watch a lot of her stuff, usually in the mornings. Sometimes at night, because I just want to, I don't know what the word is. But she's really cool. She's really sweet. You know, watching her stuff, you get that little bit of motivation, and then you go out and conquer your day. I know, folks. I know. I hear you. I hear you guys. I hear you. Anyway, this part is 5 minutes and 54 seconds long. Hello world, how are you? You know, there is another activity I would like to do. Disc golf. But this is the only disc I have. I don't want to lose it because it's got some pretty sentimental stuff on the back of it that... Why does it smell like curry? Rick, did you like curry chicken or something? Curry goat? Nah. It was given to me before I left truck driving, and it means a lot because the people that signed it were really cool people, awesome people. And Rick, Sarah, miss y'all. I actually need to call y'all today. So I'm gonna buy some more discs, and I'll go out there and I'll throw the discs. As a matter of fact, that might be a good workout. Disc golf workout where you put the weight, the wrist weights on, and you throw. So it kind of, I don't know if that works or not. We don't know. All right. Let me get off of here before, because I'm sure I'm gonna catch a. I'm sure when I upload with this music right here, I'm sure I'm gonna catch some. No, she uses it, so and she doesn't catch anything. For now, a shit ton to go. Near your coccyx. Yes, that's my buddy. And look, don't roast me on my Echo or whatever you call this thing. I think it's called the Amazon Show. I forget what you call it. And at some point, I do want to get the bigger one. They do have the one with the bigger screen, so I will get that to put here because. Do not ask me why I do not watch that damn TV. Do not ask me why I put everything on here or I put everything on my this phone or the other phone or my tablet or my laptop, and I just don't put it on my TV. I watch everything on here because it's a little bit more convenient. And because for some reason I don't need YouTube Premium on this thing, it just doesn't show commercials. So actually, I think that's the reason why. I think that's actually the reason why. I don't, with this, I don't need YouTube Premium. With my phone, I gotta pay for it. With this, I don't. It just doesn't show commercials. But this is Shea Butter, folks. Go check out Shea Butter. Go find her channel. She does have a. Why are you showing us your panty drawer, girl? If you, oh God, see, now I gotta cut this off because I don't want to get accused of anything. So, good morning, folks. We're getting ready to go out for our walk. Just remember, these are things you need to read every day. So we are taking off fat, I think. We need to build muscle. Even if I just build 1 pound of muscle, I hit the goal. Become yourself again. I'm becoming myself every single day. I'm doing better every single day. It is laundry day, so don't roast my bed. Become more confident. Check off your goal list. Finally, we're going to get there we're going to get there. And the 3 new patterns, let's take out more meal prep. I think you guys are seeing that one's coming to life. No conversation with people with limited mindsets. I really don't talk to anybody except people on the track. Open yourself to others who are where you want to go. Stop the self-sabotage talk and action. That one is really starting to take shape. And I'm really proud of myself. What would future Brandon want or need? A gym crush. I need a gym crush. I need a girlfriend. I need a wife. Okay, let's just start place 1. I need a gym crush. And we would do Shea Butter, but she's still folding her panties, and I don't want that shown because God forbid I get flagged because we showed a woman folding her panties voluntarily. Then I'm in trouble. Then all of a sudden there's no more 75 hard. Then all of a sudden there's no Gymshark 66. All of a sudden my Stampede Landing Home one gets taken down. Girl, will you stop folding your... Why is she doing this with precision? This is the funny part. She is doing this with precision. Like, just, no, we're not doing that. Anyway, it's almost 5:45, so let's get out on this walk. I was today years old when I realized this mug is not an 8-ounce mug. This is a 16-ounce mug, which means I was marking things down as 8, and I was drinking double. And yeah, I did the measurement, and actually, it might be an 18-ounce. Okay, that's 32 more. Let's get to our walk. We are halfway through the walk. It is a beautiful morning, and once again we're back in that point of, I feel good, I feel great. I really one day need to look up how do you know if you're burning fat versus burning muscle as far as your energy. I did have a little bit of pain earlier. I had a little bit of pain in my right knee. Well, it was like a little bit of a pang, not really pain, but pang. And, I sat down for a little bit, for about 5-10 minutes, and it kind of cleared up for the most part. So when I get home, I'm going to go ahead and jump in a hot shower, let it soak. Well, not let it soak, but let the hot water get to it, and hopefully it'll be okay. So I guess that's telling me don't, kind of cut back on these walks just a little bit, cut down on the steps. This is the part where you do need to listen to your body, because the last thing you want to do is go down with an injury. Now,
I am feeling like those carbs from last night are fueling this workout just a little bit more. And that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Let the carbs fuel you. Just don't go overboard with carbs. And now that depends also on what you're doing with those carbs. If you're running, if you're doing something, that means you need to be a little bit more carb heavy, you need those sugars, go for it. You're burning those off. But and you're probably getting the right kind of carbs. You're not getting junk carbs like potato chips and stuff like that. You're getting rice, potatoes, that good stuff. So keep doing what you're doing. Like I say, I'm not a fitness influencer. Oh, God, I hope nobody ever uses that term with me. And I'm definitely not a doctor. I could just tell you what works best for me. And to be honest with you, I feel fucking great. Sweating like a bitch, but I feel great. So anyway, gonna take another sit down in a few minutes. Probably another two more laps. I'll sit down, kind of, take my little bit of a break, my little bit of a breather, and then we'll keep going. But yeah, beautiful day, and I got the track all to myself. All right, we are in the final lap here. We're getting ready to, take it on in. So a little bit of a note here. We are going to start walking a little bit earlier. Probably get out here about 5:30 in the morning, maybe 5:15, because summer camp is starting. And you got to let the kids have this park. I had my park when I was a kid. And there's, now they're not really outside doing anything until the afternoon. But, drop off. You don't want to end up on any kind of list by accident for just hanging around the park district. So we're going to go ahead and let the kids have it. So I'm going to start out a little bit earlier in the morning. Be done by about 7:30, 8 o'clock. So that means we really got to get out here and bust ass. We got to bust that ass. Jesus Christ. Hi, Gym Crush. Anyway. Oh, I meant Track Crush. I'm not in the gym. Hi, Track Crush, wherever you are right now. Hope you see this. Please talk to me when you see me. I'm friendly. I'm just not trying to end up in a Joey Swole video. So anyway, just got to go to the end of the track, get on the sidewalk, get home, get in the shower. And actually, tomorrow is the first day of summer semester. I decided to take 2 classes for summer semester that I really needed to work on. So it's Steel Structure 2 and Design Ecology, actually Western Civilization Design, Architecture Design. So we're going to start getting into that tomorrow. Got to make sure my laptop and everything is up to date, up to code, up to snuff, up to this, up to that. But anyway, let's just get this done. I'll talk to you when I get home, get showered, suited and booted. Yeah. All right, made it back from my walk. We are currently at 15,986 steps. And yeah, I know my phone is cracked. It's not an iPhone, it's a Motorola. One of the reasons I'm not going to upgrade just yet is because if I upgrade this phone, Gymshark 66 comes off. It's not available on Android anymore. 2,132 calories, and I'm at 56 ounces of water. So I feel good about that walk. Feel good, feel great. I keep remembering that the camera adds 50 pounds, so I think I need to get down to 235 so I can look 285 on camera. But I want to give y'all a little bit of an update, folks. There's just a little bit of an update. Just a little bit. It's a small update. So one of the goals is to be more confident, right? Become more confident. on my walk, I was just texting. And remember, I told you I had that idea for a video of asking my gym crush on a gym date. Remember that one? Yeah, I did. I just told her, hey, I got a stupid, crazy idea for a YouTube video. You know, would you be interested in helping me out with it? I'm gonna wait for her to say either what's the idea or motherfucker, get out my inbox. But we're trying not to end up in a Joey Swole video. We're trying not to end up in a Joey Swole video. Because Joey Swole, I'm watching Will Tennyson, and Will Tennyson, if you see this video, tell your sister I said I'm her biggest fan. And she needs to redo this thing between her and Katie.
This is literally sumo wrestling turning into a cat fight, except the cats are a lion versus a domestic house cat.
Anyway. Yes, I asked the gym crush. You know, I didn't tell her what the video was just yet. So we're gonna wait until anyway, sorry about that. We're gonna wait until she responds. And if she responds with what is it, I'll tell her what it is. If she says no, I'll tell you guys she said no. But if she says yes, I'm gonna put her picture either right here or just to cover my face. So there's that. This is 3 minutes long. I can't believe this is 3 minutes long for some reason, just for me to tell you I did a thing today. Also, another thing, I did talk to the people up there at the park district. They said, you know, the kids aren't out there in the middle during the day, so I ain't got to worry about that. But we're still going to start a little bit earlier, maybe about 5:30. So we'll get up at 5:15, take the pills, either these or one of these other ones. Actually, I need to get back into these craving killers. They really, they do work, but they don't really work. They're just caffeine. Just, you know, I got these with a dad bod destroyer, which is funny because I don't have a dad bod. I have a fat bod. And I don't have kids, so I'm not a dad. Alpha Lion, I love you. These are, I won't say they don't work, because for what it's worth, they do stop me from eating a whole lot, but you take them 30 minutes before and they do kind of dull your appetite just a bit. Doesn't quell it all the way, just a little bit. Anyway, what were we talking about? Jesus Christ, I just went on rambling, didn't I? Okay, look, I need a shower. I need to let both these phones charge. I'm going to go for another walk a little bit later in the day, so don't worry about that. But like I said, I'm going to get my laptop going. I'm going to get my tablet going, updated, because I ain't turned them on since the semester ended, and that was a few weeks ago. So get that going, get ready for tomorrow, and I will talk to you after this shower.
I'm very impressed. Like, I am 3 minutes remaining.
Okay, I'm watching Will Tennyson. I told you I was watching him versus his sister.
Less than a minute, guys.
Will Tennyson, once again, this is a masterful video. I know this is old, but you need to do this video again. But yes, I am a Vicky Tenney fan, Will. I am a Vicky. Listen, your mom has a channel. Ali has a channel. We need a Vicky Tenney. I'm a lawyer. Watch me prosecute people, whatever, something. Get off the camera, dude. We want to see your sister. No, I'm joking. Okay, no, we're not joking. Dude, for real. Put your sister on the channel more. And that's coming from a guy who won't put his sisters on his channel. Come on, bro. Oh, okay, so we're out of the shower right now. I feel decent. My knee feels fine. I feel fine. My back feels fine. Someone want to... There's a little something. I got my water right here, by the way. I got one of them. We're at 56, so we got to get through 2 more real quick. But something I want to talk about. Oh, by the way, before I start,
Unfortunately,
I found this on the track, $25 chip. I don't know who lost this, but if you're looking for this, you at least gotta give me $15. I'll put it somewhere. But anyway, let me see if I can find it again. So I was looking at, once again, the Gymshark 66 challenge. Now what it wants you to do is it wants you to pick 3 things that you're going to focus on, and you could pick anything. You could pick things like 30-60 minutes resistant training. You can pick 60-minute cardio, no caffeine after midday, which no, we're not going to do. Hit protein goals. You could pick wake up at the same time. You could pick anything. But this is what I want to know. How interesting would it be if we did focus on those 3 core things, on 1 movement, 1 nutrition, and 1 mind. So let's say a new activity session every day, and it had to be a brand new activity session every day. I don't know about that one yet. It says things like drink water when I wake up, drink 4 liters of water, which I need 5. No alcohol, which would be too easy because I don't do that. No smoking, which is easy because I don't do that. Eat more fruits and veg, which I do need to do. I need to do that at least twice a day. Eat breakfast. Oof. That's going to be a ender right there. But we could do eat breakfast for dinner, like eat a breakfast portion and then a dinner portion. Yeah, I think that could work. Like I say, there's a million things on here. So what I was thinking was we'll do the 3. We'll pick 3, 1 mind, 1 nutrition, and 1 movement, and then we'll roll a dice every single day for a random one. So if it's like no smoking, of course that's going to be easy one. No drinking, that's going to be easy one. But go to bed at the same time. We'll pick whatever time I got in bed the night before, which I'm in bed before 9:45. We'll roll with that one for the day. If we hit 10 minutes of meditation, we'll do that one. If it's daily meditate, if it's something that ends up coming up on a daily thing, we'll just implement that in during the day, no matter what. But just want to know, what do y'all think of that? Because I actually think it's a good idea. And it'll be better than naming everything day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Geez, where do we get these ideas from? But it could be Gymshark 66. Drinking 4 liters of water. I already do that, but okay, or Gymshark 66, listening to a podcast. Shout out to 83 Weeks, by the way. I love you. Shout out to Eric Bischoff. You took the fight to Vince McMahon. Anyway, gonna go do something. I still need to go look at this damn laptop. So let me get the laptop booted up. Let me get my ears cleaned out. Talk to you a little bit later. Okay, so I just did a Bing search, not a Google search, a Bing search of how to tell if you're burning fat versus burning muscle. And now I'm even more confused than ever because I have no clue which one I'm burning. One's going to say that, your clothes fit better, which they kind of do. But then it says, well, I'll link both of them down below, but neither one of them really makes sense. So guys, if you think you're burning, I think I'm kind of burning a mix of the 2. We'll see at the next weigh-in what it says my skeletal mass is, and then we'll go from there. But as of right now, I have no clue. And you know what? Let's just not care for right now. I do have a lot of energy right now. It says something like if you're burning muscle, you're going to feel sluggish after a workout. Well, isn't that the point of a workout, to feel sluggish after? But right now I have a lot of energy, which means I'm probably not burning muscle. I'm probably burning fat. Way to go, internet. And one more thing. All water is done. We got the water done. So we only got the food and the second workout to do. And we have like a couple hours for, actually I think 1 more hour before we could do another workout. So we're going to knock that out right away. So all we have is the food left. Let's get shit done. Oh, watching Will Tennyson. Surprisingly, Sam Sulek has not come on yet. But I'm sure I'm going to regret that, because as soon as this video goes off, it's probably going to be 5 hours of Sam Sulek, which isn't a bad thing at all. But let's see how this goes. Alright, so just finished another walk. Time right now is 13:43. 13:43. We are currently at 22,495 steps. We are at 4,015 whatever. Oh, and I did have 16 more ounces of water. So we are at 144 ounces of water. So as I was, coming home, wiping off the sweat, wiping the sweat from under the man boobs, they're feeling a lot lighter, which means it's probably more fat than muscle. But we got to find a way to preserve the muscle. So I'm going to order some bags of sand. And I'm going to order, actually I think I have 2 buckets outside. And we're going to order 2 big bags of sand. That should come in a few days, and we'll do some upper body stuff. Even if it's just farmer carries, what do you call them? Deadlifts, goblin squats, whatever. Just something to get some muscle going. Just to say, hey body, I'm still using this. Don't take it. Take the fat. But I do, the thing is like, especially when you're taking a shower and you're scrubbing, and it's like the fat feels looser. It feels, you feel the skin, you kind of raise up and you see some of that, some of that getting looser. But you still want to get some muscle going. Anyway, it's about 2 hours before I can eat, 2 hours, 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got energy, so I don't know what to do, I have no clue. But check out this tan, by the way. Check it out. Oh, and my skin looks a lot clearer, but probably because of more water, probably because I'm losing weight. So these aren't as ashy as they used to be, and they're a little ashy. We need to go ahead and put some lotion on that. If you get in those comments and you call me ashy, your mom. Anyway, I'm gonna finish some laundry, get this bed made. I'm not Shea Butter, so I don't make my bed on camera. I don't care. Leave me alone. Alright, so time right now is 4:06. I have now been fasted for whenever you want to show up. This is what I'm dealing with. There we go. I'm over by 6 minutes and 41 seconds. So we're going to hit the button. There. Currently sitting at 192 ounces of water. Still at 23,000 steps, 4347 calories. And it is time to break this fast. So we have a little bit of what we had yesterday. We got the 4 ounces of pork chop. We got some
what do you call this?
I'm take a walk.
I just diced up some potatoes, got the carrots, and we have a half cup of rice underneath this. And of course, because we needed water, and we got shea butter playing, so we're gonna watch a little bit of shea butter while we eat dinner. This is portion one. I might have a second portion, I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out as we go along. So talk to you then. I would say dinner and the movie, or like dinner and someone fun to watch. You know, once again, go check out Shea Butter. She's cool people in my book. So she went off, Shea Butter went off, and we got Brian Shaw. And I guess that made me hit a little bit of a new gear because it wasn't a whole lot of food anyway, but thank you, Brian. I pulled a U. This transformation brought to you in part by Shaw Strength. Okay, it's not. But Brian, it could be. Hit me up someday. I mean, I'd love to talk to you. Or I'll just see you at Shaw Classic. Alright, so we're still watching Will Tennyson as he does the Jeff Nippert workout plan and nutrition. So here's where we're at right now. The time well, we're not going to go on time right now. The time right now is 6:30, but we are at 240 ounces of water. So we're blowing that out. And see, it's 6:30, and I'm gonna have a second serving. What I have here is chicken quarter. It's the last one. I got about a quarter cup of rice, just a little bit under a quarter cup of rice. I got some celery, and I got some carrots down there. So gonna eat this, have a little bit of a dessert, and I'll come back with dessert. So. And we're going to wrap things up by talking just a little bit. So, be back when it's time to wrap up. She put out a video today. Yes. She puts out videos on Mondays and Fridays. She used to do Monday, Friday, and Sunday. And she used to put out a lot of other stuff. But go follow Shea Butter. Go follow Shea Butter. Time right now, 7 o'clock.
Key lime pie and lemon gouache.
So we're not going to do a reading because I want to just talk for a second.
Vanilla protein ice cream.
By the way, this is Sal that's talking. So
cookies. So this is 8 protein ice creams for the week, which probably 2 weeks, honestly. So I usually do one a night, so this should last till Monday. So I spotted the muffins as well too, but like the mini muffins. But the mini muffins are like one of my all-time vices. Right?
I used to like this
in 5 minutes, so I'm not gonna buy those for quote unquote
that was me
because they probably won't get mixed in. They'll just be eaten.
That was a nice shirt, by the way, but that was me.
Sad and ashamed, and
that was me probably back in 2016, 2017.
But I know they'll mix in very well. That's a better choice than going with maybe the.
I can't tell you where I was back then. In my mind, I was coming out of a marriage, divorce.
I love me a nice little, I don't know, refreshing drink.
You know, it's one of them things where
one of the things I was missing
you are going through so many things at once, and you're eating your feelings. It's something I've always done. By the way, parents got divorced, ate my feelings. This happened, ate my feelings. That happened, ate my feelings.
And the chicken I was missing this week, so there's some salsa as well.
You know, in the middle of that, I went back to school, got my associates in general education, got my real estate license in Florida, then decided I'm going to go get my real estate license in Alaska.
Actually, no, I'm going to grab one feta and one.
Then I moved. I moved to Alaska. I moved to Anchorage.
Just to make it a little bit more creamier. There's about 90 calories.
And that
serving of
was
goat cheese.
that actually was taken.
Actually,
I actually have a picture right here that was
90
taken
per
in
serving.
Anchorage.
Versus 70.
That was my first week in Anchorage, Alaska.
Two things in feta.
As a matter of fact, that day I got a job at Lowe's. Lowe's hired me.
When possible. So.
You know, that was 470. That right there
I'm looking for
is what
popcorn
470 looks like.
bags.
Technically, 472.6.
Don't see I'm gonna grab a bag of pork rinds. In moderation,
So,
they're okay.
Sometimes I still
But
see
even
myself
with
as that guy.
full replacement,
Sometimes I still
replacement
see
not great.
him.
Got me in trouble last
I
time.
love him,
But
but I hate him.
one bag won't.
I love him because he's gonna make a different choice in life. He's going to move and follow his dream.
Would be a great
He's
mixer,
going
but
to
if I buy it,
become a better person.
it won't last me
But I
5
hate him
days.
because
So let's
of
see any factory
all the
fees.
years he robbed me
Oh,
of
not- yeah, so no factory
making
fees.
better choices.
One thing about they do have these turkey
And
that are
I hate 'em
Just get the honey roasted,
because
honey turkey breast.
I don't know really how to put this.
Four.
I hate him
So 4 of these. Let's look at
because he wanted to just die.
80, 60 calories,
It was
50
like
pieces. So 4.
he didn't have a good
Six,
relationship with his
120.
family.
So 240
Still
calories
don't.
per pack.
Yeah, except for my little
You
sister
get
and a couple other
44,
cousins.
48.
As a matter of fact, I told my uncle today
Now,
he's
let's
my
see,
favorite
how
uncle by
would we
default
do-
because he's the only one I actually talk to. But
3 of these though. So if we're thinking
you look back at your life and you think how many things could have been different had you made better choices.
Thursday,
But I love
probably
him
Wednesday.
because he
Tuesday,
did make a better choice.
probably Wednesday. So we'll get
And
3 of those.
right before pandemic
And then-
really took hold,
Sweet. And then I do like these chickens, so
this is who he became.
I'm gonna grab this chicken for dinner tonight.
That's me at 320. Doesn't look like 320, but that's 320.
These have 21 grams of protein
Funny,
per serving.
I almost
so
got the
there's
same shirt.
3, 6, 20,
I'm 339 now.
21, 42,
So
63p
this guy is coming
per
back.
container. 400
He
calories.
really is coming
And I
back.
2 of these for dinner.
But he needs to come back better. And
Nice and easy
he's
to
also
buy,
coming
so-
back knowing
Send it
that
over to
he
the
has
customer.
more work to do. That
Now let's go over to
we're
the-
not going to stop at 320. We're going to chill at 320.
these little
But
salami
I love this guy,
avocado
but I
ranch.
also hate this guy too. I love him because he's me. I hate him.
6 times 12, 6 times 10 is 600.
I hate him
720.
because he still
Not
wasn't
worth it
where
for
he needed
the
to be.
calories for my week.
He had the outside, but he didn't have the inside right.
I think it might be low in calories. It's not.
And now, but he helped me get here.
We'll keep pushing forward.
Life is a thing where
I do like.
life is a two-way street that we can never cross.
I don't.
You can never cross.
To the cottage cheese.
And you know your self in one direction,
So I'll pick
but
up
you can
the
only help yourself in the other direction.
4%. I
Younger
don't prefer. but
me doesn't know,
We're getting a hell of a discount. on
Today's
everything
me.
else, so I can do the.
but today's
2%
me,
For 120.
today's me can't go back and help
Fat-free,
him,
and the 4%.
but he
And the
can
taste
help
is
me.
quite marginal. I thought it was big at first, but once you get used to it, it's about
Go
the same.
back.
So I'll pick up this.
Ask younger
this
you,
for egg whites,
what did he
what have
need?
you. And then
and then make it happen. Be the person that
slowly
could have
through here
saved
really fast.
that version of you. If you're able to go
Nothing
back in
about water
time
interests me,
and you could save that person, become the person
'cause all
that
they
would
have
save that
is
person.
what they do. Which is a miracle.
Anyway, I'm out of here. I got a big bag of nuts to put in my mouth. Kind of like Vigilante's mom. I got some, what do you call it?
Cartons of egg whites. Actually, let's just
This bag is fucking greasy. But I got
I have
some
some more. I
almonds.
think I have half a carton left in the house. So,
And
3 cartons of egg whites.
I have a half cup of almonds. Yeah, I threw in a quarter cup of raisins just for some sweetness. Anyway, sorry to get too deep on y'all.
Meats.
Hope none of y'all start crying. Please don't cry. But if you do cry,
It's too expensive.
get underneath. Get underneath there. Tell me how you feel. This is therapy. We're a tribe. And I'm your tribal chief. Anyway, let's be done with that. Love you guys. Be safe. Be great. And tell all your moms I said hello.
Sirloin.
See you tomorrow.
So what is